Hi, welcome back to my life with plants. I'm Newman. Right, I've decided to get two plants that are, well, one of them I saw on Pam's channel. Now, if you don't know Pam, I'm going to put her on the right side of the screen there so you can check her channel out. But she had a lovely pilea. Here it is here. In her collection. And she recommended it. And you know what? It's a plant that I see at the nursery, but I kind of didn't realize that it could be a nice house plant after seeing hers. But what's interesting is it's got a very, I mean, if it didn't have a name, I would probably mistaken it for a begonia. But it has this texture on it. It's kind of like crocodile skin. All the epidermis of the surface of the leaf is actually raised up into bumps. And I guess that is something that this plant does to reflect a whole lot of more light that's available at the bottom of the forest floor. It helps to attract more light onto the leaves, because this is an understory plant, and I think it's native to Jamaica. I'm going to give this a repot because it's in liquor. And I like to grow my plants in potting medium. So we are going to put it into potting medium. This is a lovely plant, actually. Nice size. This is a potting mix that I pick up. It's just under $5 for a very large bag of, it's something like 45 liters or 50 liters. Could be wrong about that. It's a very large bag, and it has all the stuff in it that plants love to grow in. It has compost that's fully broken down. It has pumice. It has fern fiber. It's very soft. It's very well draining. And it retains just enough moisture too. So I'm kind of excited to have this plant in my collection because of its really neat looking leaves. This is quite compact at the moment, but it will get taller as it grows. And if you don't want it to get too tall, you can give it a prune to keep it a little more compact. I'm sure all plants appreciate a little trim when they're getting leggy. Helps them to promote new growth because it sends out hormones. When you cut a plant, it'll send a message back down to the plant's roots to grow more roots. And each plant is quite unique about how it survives, or if it gets eaten by caterpillars or beetles, or maybe a leaf cutter takes a bit off, leaf cutting bee. You never know what might be eating the leaves, but each plant is quite a unique about how it survives and how it grows and multiplies. So this one is nicely potted up there, and this is the pilea, and I'm going to put its other name on the screen there so you can see, but this is really amazing. I mean, as I'm looking at it right now, there's some light shining through it. It looks like smooth pebbles, smooth green pebbles on the bottom of the river. It's really fantastic looking thing. And that one is potted up in this nice pot that I got from Daiso, Japan here. Okay, the next one is put those in there, recycle them. The next one I bought is a Monstera selloum, and I picked this particular one because I want, well, first of all I want a philodendron, and I've been looking around. There's the ones that climb, and there's ones that are climb, and there's trailing ones and ones that get quite massive. But this one is a particular one that's going to actually branch out just from the base here and form a nice, like, bird's nest kind of look. And it doesn't get too big, and I kind of like its tropical appearance here with these leaves. That one's called selloum. Not sure where it's native to, but I will put it on the screen. Very common one that you will see at garden centers, no doubt. And being a philodendron, it certainly does have a rather impressive root system. I picked this one up, as you may expect, for a reasonable amount of pocket money, if you can call it that. So this one was actually $5. They had a much larger one, but being a plant enthusiast like myself, I tend to pick plants that are smaller, and that's so that when I'm growing it in the house, the people around you or who you're living with, they can get used to that plant as it begins to grow. But if you bring in a big huge thing, it takes up a whole corner of a room, then you're probably going to give them a shock. So buying a smaller one will give them a slow shock over time as it gets bigger, instead of a big huge shock. I'm just going to put it in this plastic pot because I do have other nice pots, but they're reserved for other plants that I have growing, and for now it'll go in here because I just don't want it to stand out too much. And a lot of people will say, well, you should put it in an aroid mix that's chunkier, but this is very well draining and nutritious, and it does have a lot of, it's even got some akadama in there, which is a kind of a volcanic clay. It's got a lot of nutrients in here. This will be its home for the next couple of years or so. Selloum. I don't even know where it's native to. It could be Thailand. I'm going to check that out. How's that? Does it look like something that's gonna get too big? But it will over time. It's gonna look beautiful. The the way it grows. It's a nice spreading plant. And it won't climb. It'll just, it's probably grows in forks of trees, I would think, or in between rocks in the jungle. But anyway, there it is, the philodendron selloum. Got a saucer for it, right there. I got all this mix left over, so what I'm going to do with it now is actually repot a Helleborus that I purchased not long ago. There's yellow flowers. And if you don't know Helleborus, they are native to Europe, and they do grow in a cooler climate. However, they can put up with some heat. We've got some real heat, tropical heat here, and also temperatures that are very low, down to freezing. So it's a very versatile plant, very nice for the garden. There's nice flowers, and they often call it the Christmas rose. So anyway, here are the plants. Here's the pilea. Here's the philodendron selloum. So if you're looking for a philodendron that forms a nice nest, which what I mean is that it grows out from the center point and kind of will be bushy like that peace lily, then I recommend the selloum. If you want something that climbs, then there will be other varieties out there. But for my space, I kind of was looking for this kind of a plant. I can't have anything that climbs up, and I did have a very impressive pothos, golden pothos, that I grew on a moss pole, and the leaves got huge, but got so out of hand for such a small place I live in. I had to dispose of it, which was a shame. Look at this pilea, isn't it amazing? Look at that. And it's going to get quite tall, but you can prune it and it'll get bushy. Amazing, right? Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you like this, give it a thumbs up, and if you have other friends out there that like plant programs, then share it. And until next time, I'll see you. Bye bye.